Don't let any of this distract you from the fact that 21 Savage is British. If the hood's even bolted to it, I can't remember. It is. Oh, barely. Nope, maybe not. It's not. Alex, I need your help. I just ate a pound of guacamole and nobody can know about it, so just kinda. Thank you.
Yo, we out of guac?
Yo!
I think we're out of guac.
I'm gonna give y'all an update on my favorite yet shittiest car that I own. And that would be my E36. There she is in all of her golden glory. That sunset looks kind of nice through the camera. Does this perhaps work? Let's find out. Yeah, we're dead.
Sasha.
Temu jump pack from Alex Frank. Oh, it's not happy with something. This car wants to be put down, finally. We're gonna have to bump start her, I guess. I am driving this piece of shit through Mannheim with no headlights. All I gotta do is get this to Alex's shop. Man, it feels good to drive this piece of shit. It has no power steering though. Everything that this car has had done in the last year and a half, 2 years, and everything that it still needs. That beautiful man is Alex. So when I refer to Alex on the channel, that's Alex. This is DJ.
Hello.
I'm the most annoying person they know. If you are new to the channel, my name is Bailey. If you're not new to the channel, my name is still Bailey. I bought this car for $350 about a week into the pandemic as a project for myself and Booker to work on. Since my last video with this car, which was, I don't even know when. The last time I drove it was October of 2023. Give you a brief synopsis of how this went down. This car got a $200 donor M50 added to it in 2020, 2021. I didn't start driving it at Pit Race until 2023. And I drove every event except for one, I believe. I'm not sure what's happening with Pit Race. They're in the middle of like figuring out if it's closing at the end of the season or not. People keep trying to buy it. The family that owns it, they want to sell it. It's probably going to become like an AI data center or something. Bad for motorsports. Except it fought me. It did not steer. It had E36 lower control arms and cut knuckles. There were a lot of people that drove it that said, hey, something's wrong. You know, I just thought I couldn't drive, which I then went to Ebisu earlier this year and proved that I can't drive. I had every intention of leaving the car at Race Protocol, which is a shop owned by my friend Doug Weaver, shares the driveway with Pit Race. I left it there all summer in 2023. I plan to do the same in 2024. About 3 days before I decided I was gonna go drop it off, I was like, oh, I should probably change the oil. Pull the drain plug and I got 10 seconds of coolant before I got any oil. So I said, head gasket. So then I pulled the head to do a head gasket and the head was cracked. So I then spent the entire summer of 2024 rebuilding the original block that came out of this car with a clean head. I did ARP head studs, cut ring head gasket. Before that, I put like an SLR clone angle kit on it. It's like the Alibaba angle kit. Seems pretty decent. I'm sorry, SLR. It was pretty much given to me. So I was like, oh, we'll give it a shot. And I have since not gotten the car out to drive it. Okay, what's our game plan here?
Make this not and we're not cutting corners.
I have no excuse to not drive this car next season because Alex has a kid now and still got out and drove what, twice last year?
I did 4 events last year.
If I can drive this car twice next season, I will be happy. Yeah, it is leaking coolant, huh? That's how you know it's an E36. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, we got oil all over up there. I'm not a huge fan of that. Where's it leaking coolant from?
We are leaking power steering.
How in the... Oh, it's leaking out of there, and that makes sense because I added the heater core back in, but I didn't realize that fitting was there to cap. Alex asked, when was the last time I had this car on a lift? It has never been on a lift during my ownership. I spent a lot of time underneath it, but this car is fairly clean. This, we need to address.
Your exhaust doesn't have any actual hangers.
Well, no, the exhaust doesn't have any hangers. It's crazy because I know a guy that makes hangers. I mean, the floor is definitely pushed up in some spots, but in the grand scheme of things, a Rust Belt E36, they're normally dirty as hell. This spot needs cleaned up too. But luckily, it leaks enough oil and power steering fluid that pretty much everything is coated in oil. Probably could be scuffed and undercoated. Front subframe, scuffed. I forgot I put the sway bar back on this car. That was part of the reason it steered like shit. We have a lot of fluid coming out of the
Rusty Gray, yeah, pizza.
Oh shit.
Dude, nice and warm.
Boy.
Dude, it's like steaming.
everything that is a mess underneath here, that brings us to the part in today's video where I show you two of my favorite products from Super Clean. Super Clean was kind enough to send me these products, and I will never promote products on this channel that I would not personally use. They make several different products, but the two that they sent me are the spray bottle of degreaser and the aerosol can of degreaser. I like to use this when I'm underneath a car like this because it sticks. You can see where I already did my test piece. We have oil all over that heat shield to the exhaust. It's all over the transmission. It's all over the oil pan. So all you gotta do, it foams and it sticks. And I let it sit there for a couple minutes, and then we come back and we wipe it. This is a bad example, but these are the rags that we're dealing with. You just come back. Sometimes you gotta come back with a second coat or let it sit a little longer. Look at the difference here versus here. It was all greasy, and now it's not, and that's what a good degreaser does. If you would like to pick up some Super Clean products of your own, you can do so in person at a bunch of nationwide retailers such as Ace Hardware, Advanced Auto, AutoZone, Napa, Walmart, Menards, Fastenal, Royal King, Harbor Freight, one of my favorites, Lowe's, Grainger, and O'Reilly's, or you can do so online at Amazon, Walmart Plus, or Zorro, another one of my favorite industrial suppliers. Thank you again to Super Clean for sending out products. We will put them to good use. Trust us. I think we might need more Super Clean, boys. This car's a mess. This is the angle kit that I put on the car. It's like an SLR clone. It's been so long since I did it, I can't remember if this... I know that I rebuilt one and I bought another. Power steering pump, new rack, new lines, new reservoir. And because it's an E36 and because of the brand of these lines and reservoir, brand new doesn't mean they're not gonna leak. So we already have a leak developed up there. I'm kind of salty about that right now. I took the brand of those lines cooling system that I had in here out, and I put a full OEM style cooling system back in with the E-fan that I had on the old setup. And I did that because the setup that I had on here did not have an expansion tank, and we're pretty sure that's what led to my cooling issues that led to my head cracking on the last engine. Once I learned how to properly drive this car and inevitably blow up this M50 again, I'm not sure what drivetrain's going in here, but I don't think I'm playing the M50 game any longer, but that's a speculation for another day.
Lose a cylinder and 07K swap it.
I thought about it.
Did we talk about
I actually was talking to Brett about doing that the other day.
Do this. Hi, Brett.
Hi, Brett. Yeah, 07K would be sick. I did put Amazon Underglow on here. All this Underglow has done for me so far is actually kill an M12 battery. Needs aligned.
Okay.
Oh, the other thing we need to do is finish running my... Where do we zip tie those? I have dual caliper lines that are run. They're from that same brand, so they're probably also going to leak, so that's going to piss me off. And I need to get the dual caliper brackets welded on and the calipers. I forgot in the 30 minutes that it was pulled inside. You're like, do you want to check your starting issue? And I'm like, oh, that's right. Of course, now that I take it back outside, it wants to start. I'll show you. Really bad lighting, but there's my Pizza Boy Metalworks Hydro that I put in here. Kill on, or accessory on, I guess. Starts right up. Idles smooth, starts right up. No problems, no questions asked. Weird. This video was far less productive than I hoped for it to be, but we got a list of everything that needs done to refresh the E36. I need to cap that heater port. We need to align the car. Plan to do Lexan windows in the car because the regulators on at least the driver's side, it does not work. We've tried to fix the window a bunch of times, so I'm just going to put Lexan windows with a slider in it and it'll be fine. It's a track car, but I don't want to spend that money until I decide that I'm going to drive the car like pretty often. As you saw, now the car wants to start. It's always had this weird intermittent starting issue with that panel, so we're going to rewire probably a different panel so it's going to work. The one thing that really concerns me now is the oil leak. So we have a few theories. One of those theories is the tensioner for the timing chains, and I hope that's all that it is. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Super Clean for sending us all of these awesome products to continue to use in the shop and keep our stuff super clean. If you'd like to follow along, at Horsepower Pizza on every platform, Pizza Boy Metalworks on Instagram and TikTok, www.pizzaboymetalworks.com, www.horsepowerandpizza.com. Any money that you spend spend on horsepowerandpizza.com gets funneled straight back into the channel and the content. And if you're into podcasts, we have the Cold Pizza podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else that you get your podcasts. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Peace out. Build it for you.